Let me hit some music here. Oh, and unmute it. There we go. Yeah, I just played Katana Zero this weekend, so of course we got the Katana Zero music playing. Hopefully it sounds okay. I'm 99.9% sure I did in fact check the checkbox so the system audio would come on. Could be wrong. We are gonna get ready here. I got my new books, and I have this entire stack of books I have not read. That's right, I didn't read a single book over the last week. Fortunately, it seems I didn't really need to. Kinda because, I had all those other great videos talking about stuff, talking about things. Let's go ahead and just go make the full screen show up. And let me go drop this link on like Twitter and stuff, and then we'll get this party started for reals. Yeah, normally I'd been streaming, kind of 9:10, 9:15 Central Time, but I got home and I was just like, man, I'm kind of tired. I better get this stream going. Hey, come join me for Comic Book Day on my YouTube. We just started the party. All right. Oh, I got to open Discord. It's not even open. Like, who knows what messages I have waiting for me? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what messages. I'm getting a lot of spam bots hitting up my Twitter DMs. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but it sure feels that way to me. Whoops. What happened? You ever click and then you have no idea what happened? Because that's what just happened to me. Okay, there we go. All right. Cool. You've been very patient with me, and I absolutely appreciate it. You get a thumbs up. I am now going to come in here, hit the brand thing, and start that 30-second countdown video, and then we'll get this party started. All right? Sound good? Sounds great? Yo, welcome back. Erlizabar, capital O. Yeah, it's a little something like that, my dude. It's a little something like that. Also, jam of that Katana Zero music. Let's see. Now, of course, we can't start this party without talking about where I go. So, every Wednesday, when it's New Comic Book Day, which I guess is not really true anymore, strictly speaking, because DC puts out their books on Tuesday, and it's not like it used to be, but it seems like my shop doesn't put stuff out until Wednesday, so it's still New Comic Book Day in my heart, if nowhere else. And when you go to a Graham Crackers, which is where I go for my comic books, and you go on a Wednesday, i.e. New Comic Book Day, you get 3 free books. Out of I don't know if it's been turned into the dollar bin yet, but it will be if it's not. The former 75-cent bin, which is also the former 50-cent bin, which I'm sure if we go back to the 90s was the quarter bin, because hey, inflation works that way. Good work with the music cue. Like my sentence ended, music goes, boom, then boom, comes back up. Before we get into the game or the comics, I guess we'll talk about Katana Zero for a second, because I gotta say, it was pretty good, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't as good as I was hoping. And it took me screwing around with the game offline for a little bit to kind of figure out why. And the reason why is the game kept interfering with my flow. Like if you play Hotline Miami, even when there's cutscenes and stuff, the game goes out of its way to not. Yeah, it was good except for parts that made me mad. That's true. The game goes out of its way to not like really mess with your flow. Katana Zero has a lot of things where you can't just like skip a cutscene. You have to interact during the cutscene and make dialogue choices. And depending on when you make the dialogue choices, there are different choices available. So you, instead of being like, all right, I'm going to hop from here to here to here and get my murder on, you're instead presented with, yep, get your murder on, and then you're not getting your murder on for 5 minutes. Also, the having to rewind, which I found out there was a setting you could turn that off, was annoying. And the stage replay after you killed the people, where you got to watch what you did again, play back, I can't find a way to turn that off. That slowed down and interfered in the mojo. Like it slowed the groove. And I think those are my... That's my main concern with Katana Zero, is it kind of gets in the way of itself. Whereas things like Broforce and Hotline Miami, they don't get in the way of themselves. They just want to shove you from a good time to another good time. Fortunately, Katana Zero has an absolute banger of a soundtrack, which is why we're listening to it. Alright, that's enough for talking about that, because that's not a comic book. That's just like fresh. That's hot on my mind right there. Boom. So, I went to Graham Crackers and I got 3 free books out of the bins. Book number 1 I picked up because I got no idea what I'm in for, but it's an image book with like kind of a crazy cover. It's got like a swear word in the title. It's got a dude who looks like he's going to shoot somebody or whatever. It's weirdly painted. Almost looks like a mixed media piece or something. Like this was a collage somebody put together and then drew on top of, or maybe it was watercolors that he then like detailed up there or something. I'm not sure, but it caught my eye. And I opened it up, and you know, the art looked okay. Although from the way Sean, my shop man, the look he gave me, like I have a feeling that it's actually crap. But we'll find out, because I'll read it. And we'll see what it's like. I mean, I guess we could see what it's like right now, right? Like, we got a cool... Hey! It's kind of a cool first page. Into the abyss of an empty heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Is there any, like, actual... Whoa, what is going on down here? We got, like, Cerberus and a bunch of naked people lounging around. Okay, that's kind of... Oh, and there's, like, an evil priest or something. That's kind of weird. Of a lonely heart. So who knows what's going on here, man? I sure don't. I've been trying to skim the dialogue, and it's just so we went from being in a crowd to being in the desert. What is going on? Are we getting like some hubba action over here or something? I don't know. I suddenly feel like I'm going to flip through this entire book on stream, and I'm going to stop. I'm going to flip through it just off camera. You're going to have to bear with me. You can watch the pages flip up at the top there if you want. Like, there you go. Wow, this looks like it goes nowhere until the last page, where some dude with a claw shows up. And that dude's kind of cool, but how did we get here? A wop baba loo bop, a wop bam. Tutti frutti. Sorry. We're just going to put that over here. Look, when you take a trip into the bins, you never know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You never know. What year is this from? What was the original cover price of this thing? $250? So this is probably from like 2000? 1999. I was pretty close. Ooh, last issue. Hellcop Virgil Hiltz lays his ass and badge on the line when he saves Althea Abraham from recapture and heck. But Jonas Abraham, the founder of the Hellcops and technology, isn't exactly grateful for Virgil's help. It seems this case was never intended to go through regular channels, and Virgil's interference has already landed his partner, Gladys, in the hospital in critical condition. Now he wants to know why. And it seems only Althea can answer his questions. Bum, bum, bum. He'll come. Yeah, something like that. All right. Next up, and I'm actually moderately excited about this one. I'm a little bit excited because I got the Second Life of Dr. Mirage, #1, and I haven't read it. I have not read it, but I saw in the bin #2, and that kind of tells me, maybe I want to read #1 and #2 because maybe I want to do a little review. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is an early Valiant book. This should be from like 92 or something. Let's crack it open and see what it says. I said, let's crack it open. There we go. Oh, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That dates this. That dates it a lot. That's, 1994? 1995? Something like that. Dark Passage spelled with a Q. Huh? That's when you know you're styling. And this is a character I don't know a whole lot about, man. I've seen him show up in other books and stuff before, but I've never actually read a Dr. Mirage comic, or if I have, I don't remember anything. Oh, that's a cool page. That's a cool page across from a cool ad. Meet Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas comes to theaters this fall. Was Nightmare Before Christmas really that late? Was it really 1995? That seems crazy to me. I vaguely have a recollection of being earlier than that. But hey, I guess I don't know. Oh, look at the Eternal Warrior looking pretty cool over here. Wearing like a spiked power glove. That's when you know you're hardcore. You're not only wearing a power glove, but you put spikes on it. You're just like, I'm going to punch somebody. 93. Did I read this timestamp or this date stamp wrong then? Didn't this say... Oh! Yeah, I just read the Street Fighter Turbo ad wrong. It did say 93. You can't read it. It says 93 in teeny tiny print. So, okay. There we go. Thank you, Ninja Weasel, for saving the day. Like, I was living in a funny world. Oh, dude! We got a freaking werewolf. And he's going growl in the text box. So now, my question is this like the transcription of him growling? It's just being written down as growl? Or did this werewolf actually bust in and go growl? Because that option is way funnier than the one where this is him actually making a growling noise. You really broke down the door and yelled growl at people? Yeah, man. I thought it would be kind of cool, I wanted to mix it up. I know all the other werewolves out there. I know all the other werewolves. When they show up at places, they always go like, roar and snarr and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I really want to mix it up here, me and my brother. And, like, I thought, hey, it'd be, like, really cool if I went growl at everybody when I was a werewolf. And then this lady threw a chair at me. And I don't know, man. Things got a little crazy after that. Okay, I got a little silly there, but, it's the little things in life. It's the simple things. They can bring you a lot of fun. They can bring you great pleasure, because why be super serious all the time when you can step back? You can step back and have some fun in life. When you can step back and be like, yeah, you know what? I just enjoyed myself a little bit. And that's what I just did. So yeah, we got the Second Life of Dr. Mirage. Ooh. Hey, Acclaim bought Valiant Comics. Acclaim bought Valiant Comics. I wonder. Probably not a great move, except it got them the license to make the Turok games, I guess. So they got that going for them. And now for the third book out of the 75-cent, $1.50 bin. Boom! The Second Life of Dr. Mirage. Issue number 3, Domestic Trouble. So wait, is she like his girlfriend or something? I didn't get that vibe. Maybe so. Well, You know, I think we've all been there before. Maybe with a little more bedding on the bed, or a little less, you know, but I think we've all been there before. Not all of us can, like, hover off of the bed, though. Let's, crack it open to the Deathmate crossover. Oh, Deathmate, the card collection from Topps. There you go. Another Nightmare Before Christmas ad. A different one. Yeah, she really must be his girlfriend if we got domestic trouble. Oh, I love you too. Look at that. Now stay close to me and let's go home. So what is Dr. Mirage's power set? Dude, this is like the early to mid 90s and she's wearing bell bottoms? What the heck? Is that really just done to emphasize like how slender her legs are? Yep, there's them domestic troubles. Because I don't remember bell bottoms actually being a popular like clothing comeback choice in the 90s. Maybe I'm wrong. Did they actually do anything, or did they just spend this whole issue arguing in bed? I don't think they do anything. I think this whole issue is just like him lounging around. Look, he's probably over here like asking his friend, you know, hey man, can I crash on your couch tonight? Like me and the wife, you know, we're not having a great time. But I've learned that, you know, I've learned I can funnel my energy and manipulate objects. I thought you couldn't touch anything. Like this, it seems to be tied to my emotional levels. The more powerful the emotion, the greater the extent of the force. Totally cool. So does this power work on people, or is it just household appliances? What? Oh, can you touch people? So Dr. Mirage has no body? Oh, is that why it's his second life? Um, um, wow. Baby, I don't know what you're doing, but don't stop. I think you found a way to put the magic back into our marriage. Oh my. So this is like telekinetic love, I guess. I don't know if his powers are like telekinesis or something else, but like telekinetic love. That should be the name of a album, man. Oh yeah, she is looking way more satisfied. Enjoy your run, honey. It's a beautiful morning for it. It certainly is. It's a glorious morning. Don't get too engrossed in that book. We're off to Saudi Arabia when I get back. I love you, Dr. Mirage. Aww. That the Brazilian bombshell's got her appetite back. It's a beautiful day, eh, Doc? It certainly is. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, well then. That book just went somewhere, dude. Like, it started out over here, and then it was like, you know what? Let's go over here and get just a little bit freaky, man. Maybe even a lot of it. Hold on. Oh! My camera settings are messed up. I just realized it looks like it's got like a little fisheye effect. I need to change that. I have to do that after the stream because I got to take it, disconnect it and stuff. But it's not doing a linear response like I like. I wish I'd noticed that sooner. I just haven't. All right, next up, we got like the silliest thing. Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo, Book 5. So in like Book 4, we learned who the antagonist was. So what's in Book 5? I don't know, but I saw some stuff in here that I liked. Batgirl looking really great over here. Absolutely looking fantastic. Somewhere there was like Harley Quinn in a black wedding dress. Let me see if I can find that. Or maybe that's not Harley. I guess that this one isn't Harley, but whoever that is, like, it looks really cool. Like Mark Silvestri going absolutely hog, man. That face turned out great. I saw Harley over here, so I kind of thought it was the same thing, just like time fast forwarded. But I bet I'm wrong. That tutu's funny. Very funny tutu. But yeah, I liked her. I liked that black wedding dress, the black veil, all that stuff, the crown of roses, and then her face with all the veins and stuff. It kind of reminds me of like Shodan or something. And you know what? Yeah, that's what. I'm here with it, man. I'm here for it. So I'm not quite sure where this book is going. Looks like we're picking up at the start of the book in the flashback that the last book had in it, where we see how the bad guy lost his eye and stuff because the Joker was crashing his wedding. Oh, look. Oh, that's the same lady, isn't it? I had to save as many as I could. The armored car was my best option. My mistake was not realizing Donald Sims was still alive. Daddy! Some definite crazy action here. Or it did. Oh, and that's the pit that the dude was keeping Harley in. It's all making sense now. It only took us like 5 issues to get here. And looks like Gordon is still all chained up to a bed, which, let's be honest, this isn't the first time that's happened to Jim Gordon, and it probably won't be the last time. But he might be having a little less fun this time than other times, because he did kind of lose a finger right there, which got melded to the Gotham Police, I think, in the first issue. It's one of those things that's meant to like add danger and excitement to the situation. So you'd be like, oh man, I can't believe how crazy this book is. Well, I can believe it. And as with all DC Black Label books, the cardboard cover isn't heavy enough to stay closed on its own. So after you open the book up, the cover opens it forever. The cover never repairs. Excuse me. All right. Now I got 2 more books here, and you're going to look at these and you're going to be like, but Dr. Elizabar, PhD, you already own this book. And you would be correct. I do in fact own Barbaric Axe to Grind #1. But the ones I have don't got the author's signature on them. These they were just $7 a pop, and they were sitting there on the shelf. They're in Mylars, not plastic. So like, this is like a poly, man. But I guess Mylar is like a plastic. It's a synthetic fiber, but you know, these are my bags. They're just like poly, and that's it. Like, they're not great. These are Mylar, man. Here, you might even be able to hear this. Like, it's a semi-rigid plastic. It's real tough stuff. Will protect these books really well. So I added 2 more little signed comics at a fairly cheap price to my collection, and I'm okay with that. I don't know where they got these books from, but they were on the new comic shelf when I was walking by. And I made a note to myself, if I don't see anything else I want to buy in here, I'm going to buy these 2 books. And I did. And I'm okay with that. I'm very happy. I'm glad they're different covers too. I probably would have bought them both if they were the same cover, and then like given one to somebody. But yeah, right there. I don't know how to pronounce this dude's name. Moreci? I'm not sure. But that's his John Hancock on both of these, which is pretty cool. No certificate of authenticity or something, so we'll just have to like take the shop's word for it. But if I find out my shop man was lying to me, he knows the consequences. He knows what fate will befall him. He knows what happens to those who betray Dr. Lazabar, PhD. And I was just taking a quick look around to see what's going on. If I was going to be being like, oh man, let's go hang out with somebody on Twitch or whatever. But it looks like there are 3 people streaming simultaneously on Six's Discord, but not on Twitch. I got no idea what's going on over there, man. It's their world. I just sometimes walk into it and get confused. So, we talked about all the books I got today. I'm not going to take these out of the Mylar and flip through them or anything. I mean, the feature is right there on the cover. It is the signatures. So, I think we're going to call it, man. The only book I bought this week that I paid money for, Batman and Joker Deadly Duo. I hope it's going to be fun. If nothing else, I'm going to be flipping through it and looking at the cool Mark Silvestri art. Let's just zoom in on this dude's signature right there. Pretty cool, huh? All right. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, a great night, great whatever you got going on. I swear I speak English and I can spell things. Pro tip, I can't. I have a degree in physics, not English. But, I hope to see you again next time. I'm going to bounce. I don't know what my plans are for the rest of the night. It was a long day at work. I'm kind of bushed, but you never know what's going to happen. You all take care of yourselves. You have a good one. And Ninja Weasel Dude, ciao, my man. Thanks for dropping in. And you beautiful, beautiful lurkers that have been hanging out, also thank you. And if you want to go ahead and drop one of them there like thingies, it's much appreciated. Bye-bye and take care. Ooh. I think we might just vibe with this for a second, though. I think we might just vibe with this song. Ah! Man, I was going to give you a thumbs up, and instead I attacked my comic books. There we go. There's your thumbs up. Right there. It's a beautiful, beautiful thumbs up. Boom. Bye-bye.